Hey there. I want to ask you a question. Whenever you are wanting to implement changes in your life in any area, what's the biggest reason that you don't succeed? I wonder if that reason is often because you become overwhelmed with all the things that either need to be done or that you feel need to be done, and you just don't know where to start. That's what I want to talk to you about today, why you're overwhelmed with your health. Hi, I'm Kara from the Nourished Body and Soul. So, what I want to talk to you about today is why you're overwhelmed with your health. And the first thing that may or may not surprise you that I want to address is social media. And so, what I want to caution you against is just being sucked into the vortex of all the posts that are just coming through your feed constantly. Those 7-second reels just cannot give you a good perspective on the things you need to be doing for your health. And so, it's so important to have someone to help you, a guide, a coach, somebody that can give you some guidance on the things you see so that you don't try to jump into every single one of them. There are so many courses and so many products available to us just on a constant basis. The other thing about social media that I want to caution you about is keep in mind that there is no one right way to do things for your health. There's no one right thing that works for everyone. Each person is a unique individual. And so a certain diet plan, certain exercise routine, a certain, way of doing other accessory items for your health, it doesn't work the same for every single body. And the last thing I want to caution you about are scams. There are so many people out there offering deals, things that have to be purchased right away, or you're going to miss out on the sale, things that they want to push you into purchasing that aren't actually really useful for what you're trying to accomplish in your health. So just be cautious with what you're letting into your mind and your life regarding your health on social media. I'm a firm believer that you can get some great tips and you can learn some really valuable information, but it's always so important to back that information up with research, with a qualified coach, a qualified healthcare professional, somebody that can help you to be sure that what you heard, what you saw is actually true and is actually going to work in your life. That also leads us into the second thing. It's things that feel like an emergency or things that feel urgent, things that feel like you have to make a decision to get it done right away. That kind of thinking leads us into jumping into things that we later regret. Making quick decisions, signing up for programs, buying gym equipment, buying supplements, just doing all the things that you see on social media, doing the things that your friends did, doing the things that, someone else did. We need to stop and take the time to evaluate and analyze. No one should be pushing you into making a decision urgently regarding your health unless you're laying on the floor bleeding and someone needs to call 911. There is no course or plan or supplement or workout routine or change that you need to make to your health that has to be an emergency. It should always be something that is well thought out, something that is well planned, because that's the way that it's going to be successful and sustainable in your life. And thirdly, tapping into that, to the first two things we've talked about, not grasping at everything on social media and not doing anything urgently, is just trying to make too many changes all at one time. If you're trying to do all the things, so if you're trying to do red light therapy and cold plunge and meal prep and weightlifting and getting outside in morning sunlight every single day all at once, and those are just all the things you feel like you need to focus on, and you try to implement those changes in the first week that you're trying to change some things in your health, you're going to fail because it's not sustainable. You haven't worked those things into your daily habits and routines. And so, my biggest advice to you would be like, if you want to be able to, let's say, get weightlifting in 3 times a week and also do red light therapy 3 times a week, then pick one of those things, do it for a week, and then add the other thing in. Everything that you add to your health should be done in about 14 to 15 day increments or 30-day increments. It needs to be something you can begin, something that can stay sustainable for your life and for the way you live your life. And again, not feeling like you're a failure because you didn't do it one day. See, the things that are sustainable are the things that you incorporate into your life in a rhythm that works for you. It's okay to want to make changes. It's okay to have a list of changes you want to make and to have a goal that you want to get to. But the thing that is going to keep you moving towards that goal and moving towards a healthier state is incorporating things in your life that are sustainable, things that actually work in your life. Pick the things that will actually work for you in your life, and don't feel like that if you miss something one day, you're done and it's over and you ruined it. It is not all or nothing. Sustainability is moving in one direction over a long period of time. And so if you've only done something for 4 days and then you aren't able to do it on day 5, 6, or 7, it's okay to pick back up on day 8. It doesn't mean that it's all for naught and you might as well just stop what you're trying to do. So, these 3 things I think are key to be mindful of, to take into consideration whenever you're thinking about the things that you want to change in your health. I love being able to help people through my nutrition coaching to figure out what works for them. That's the whole reason that I have created the plans and the courses that I use with my clients, because I want people to find what is sustainable for their life and what actually works for their body. So I would love to be able to help you to get started. If you want to get started for free, grab the 5-day Nourishing Wellness Guide down below in the description of this video, or shoot me an email. Let's set up a consultation so that we can help you figure out the things that will work for you to get you to the place of being your healthiest self.